Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match. I must ask, please, won't you grant Bristelle the battle she desires? Also, battle tactics? I'm gonna hit heat crash over and over again. That's the tactic. Yo, what is going on? We are back again today playing Legends ZA. Oh! So there was a quest where there was 4 Beldums that were blocking this elevator, and then this guy took care of them after. Now, they fused, because canonically when Beldum evolves, it fuses with other Beldum. So the 4 Beldum fuse into 2 Metahang, and presumably they're going to evolve and fuse into 1 singular Metagross. That's actually really cool. Imagine if you actually had to catch 4 Beldum in order to get a Metagross. Bina. Didn't even get the chance to blow up. Why are all of her Pokemon just trying to blow up? They all just blow up. That's her strategy. No. Oh yeah, she just wanted to blow up. Self-destruct explosion. I faced the trainer once, switch out. Let's give it all we've got before a battle. Thanks to her, me and my Pokemon realized what it really meant to give a battle our all. Blow up. But don't you worry. The first place I go after every Pokemon battle is a Pokemon Center. My main goal is to blow up. Hello there. You the trainer helped us with filming last time. We were shooting a different movie. A horror film. Well, you sure this place isn't haunted? Come on, it's fine. Hold on, did you hear that? What? Eek! Wait, hold up. It's not scary at all. God, what kind of ghost of the forest is that? It's way too friendly. Yeah, I've heard the Trojan are really kind with tall creatures that live in the forest with it. Maybe it thinks we're forest creatures too. What? It's a ghost type, and yet it shows it's such compassion. Yeah, that is also a true side of this Pokemon, worthy of being preserved on film. It's footage that matters, you see. Footage that leaves a mark on the viewer, even without any cohesive narrative. The script can be changed. I kind of love that. This is like the perfect example of that idea that you need to be able to imagine Pokemon acting in 2 completely opposite ways, because they essentially will. In all games, at one point they will go from fucking giant terrifying monster that's trying to attack you to a little guy that just likes chilling out with you. I love that. Hey AZ, can I ask you something? You were saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user, but how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer is actually the strongest? It is up to Floette to decide. What do you mean? I mean, they will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest? Maybe there's gotta be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she could rely on? Oh, that must be reasonable. Says who? Oh. Grisham? So it's finally time. You're closing in on rank A now, the very top of the ZA Royale. Just one question. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know? How are you supposed to find them to have your promotion match? You'll have to wait for them to find you, I guess. And risk things getting worse with Prism Tower? No way. We can't just sit back and wait. Let's head to the Liquor Bureau, reasonable, and find out more about this Grisham. Hello there. What can I do for you today? We need to find Reasonable's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. Grisham, huh? I know the name. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. You still want to know? Of course we do. I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. I love that she has a little ooh-woo mouth. I think I've said that before, but it's still funny. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't really see it because I always wear a hat, but the top of my hair is a lighter green. I think I've decided whenever I have the opportunity to, I'm gonna pick long hair but bald in the middle. Because I feel like that just represents my model the best. Because it's bald on top and then I've got the little gills. You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZA Royale, but she'd be in the top ranks for sure. I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Look, a reference! Malamar. Everyone, let's go. Mega Malamar? Speaking of Mega Malamar, that one's a really good Mega. I'd say that's probably one of the best Megas in this game. Because it's like a brain and like a spine. It's so cool. My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit. Are they dead? Is Looker dead? Oh, he's so cool. It's so cool. Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit I use. Another of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught, though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. You mean Mabel knows Grisham? Sorry, that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Are you making progress on my research tasks? I want to know about Grisham. Grisham? Who could that be? Someone who was in Team Flare. Team Flare? It seems you know more about Grease than I would have thought. Fine. So I used to be part of Team Flare. Tell me more. I don't even mind telling people, if they're merely curious. There are still people who react badly if they even hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it. Well, I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. And yeah, you literally got the symbol on your fucking gamer chair. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me when I'm only stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all. I don't hate the work. Sorry, I didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? He was part of the younger generation of Team Flare. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. Honestly, don't know what he might be thinking now joining to the ZA Royale. But if you really gotta know, you might want to try Nueva Cafe over in Centrico Plaza. The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. I want to order a meeting with Grisham. Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Quasartico Plaza's famed Novo Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, one of the top-ranked trainers in Z Royale, foremost trainer in rank B, and the leader of Team Flare Nuevo. Yes, you found me. Grisham at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve. Goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Should I explain the whole thing? There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on the AZ side. Yourself, do calm yourself. Fine, I see your location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. I knew they were Team Flare people, but I didn't think they were important Team Flare people. I figured they were just randos. Just bums that just had to get a job after the whole thing fell through. Look at you, waiting here like a good little boy. This is Lysander Cafe. Oh, it was an important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it's an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. Since no one wants it, we're taking the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare, or more rightly, for Team Flare Nuevo. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Of course I do. What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Grisham, this kid is our enemy. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Marcel once she's set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before our promotion match. I must ask, please, won't you grant Marcel the battle she desires? Yeah, sure, I'll stomp you. Also, battle tactics? I'm gonna hit Heat Crash over and over again. That's the tactic. I'm gonna burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royale. Yeah, whatever, buddy. Oh, hey, Pyroar. Yeah, that's the Mega. We're gonna win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Bruh. That's ass. That's probably the worst Mega in the game. This is ridiculous. I expect nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio City. Please join us inside. And here, in this place, I'll explain to you why I chose to battle in the ZA Royale. You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own: reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon, and was stopped by a 10-year-old. You know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see see AZ as that kind, friendly figure who's provided you with a place to call home. But if you never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness. Well, no, that's not true. He just wouldn't have had such an easy way of doing it. He would have still gone crazy. That wouldn't have changed. He just had a way to actually act out the plan better. So honestly, his other option would have just been to try to catch a legendary and then go fucking kill people manually. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumios, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. I mean, he did do all that shit 3,000 years ago, so it's not like he hasn't changed since then. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. That is why I invite you, Reasonable, to witness the truth yourself. But yeah, he did that 3,000 years ago to end a war and to revive his Pokemon that was taken from him forcefully and killed in that war. Lysander just wanted to kill people. You'll see. Open sesame, bruh. Ain't no fucking way. Goofy ass. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs, facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. You must learn the truth with your own eye if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Oh, this is where you decided what button to hit. Device. A device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We had found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosinge Town. We believe we can have it operational with a little work. We have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believed AZ should still possess it, since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without delay. The fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased stolen life from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life has been conducted back into Pokemon that had once lost it, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the power of a legendary Pokemon? The legends. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Eviltal, representing destruction and death, the power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Our shared dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people only continue to grow, and the growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet, until no more life can be sustained. When there's only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. When something is fought over, someone must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. Yeah, I don't know what bro expected me to believe after this. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was? AZ created that weapon. Then, 1,000 years later, he also made a device that dwells within Prism Tower. I've lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke to him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device, but to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette, and there was no way to know where that Floette could be. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device, but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There's an explosion, I remember that much. I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. It was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. But you're still alive. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumios. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has also given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state, similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Fluent. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw out her full power. This is the truth I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in the Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, then do what must be done. My opinion hasn't changed. AZ did a bad thing, but at least he had somewhat of an explanation for why. Lysander had like no reason. Did you see Lysander? To think he's still alive, and yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us... Royale, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Reasonable, now that you know the truth of AZ's sins, and so I make a request of you, get AZ's Floette and give her to me. Fuck no. You must see it now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we can't just leave Lumios. The city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumios better, to make all of Kalos better. At Nuevo Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee for those who have little else. And as we've worked there, we've also heard the voices of people in Lumios. We understand the city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. If you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way up through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be able to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk to the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now go back to Hotel Z. It's like they don't know that Lysander was way worse. Like, I get the idea behind it, but it wasn't good. That wasn't really going to solve the problem. I heard from Emma what leads you were following up on. I imagine you learned much about my tale by now. Isn't that right? Come, we can speak on the roof. Reasonable. You know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? I shall tell you of the terrible sins I've committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen. People lost everyday lives they'd known. My Floette was sent to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, so that I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most, but my rage had not subsided. I had not forgiven the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade the device into the ultimate weapon. Oh, so the original ultimate weapon isn't even what revived Floette. He just revived Floette normally, and then made a new version of the device that was specifically designed to kill people. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us, by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens, then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of greater power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. And this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others. But perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. This is what Unge is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Unge to give meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I'd done. I dreamed of the day when I could use Unge after reuniting with Floette at last. That day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now, Unge, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Unge, and has caused the mega power contained within to spill forth. It has led to this rampant mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer. The people come to harm. There's only one way to put an end to the pain. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette and together reach the control panel within Unge. I never could have imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history. In the tower, too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk. I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally, Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she is such a special Pokemon and received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Floette returning to my side after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess. and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Naveen, I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrong. I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be bad guys any more than the rest of you. But accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. It's up to us to keep the tower from going wild. And that means you've got to beat Grisham. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare Nuevo. Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting all of you, my dear Team MZ. Did you arrive at my answer together with your fellows in Team MZ? Yeah, I'll battle you. Honestly, why has Team MZ been trying so hard to reach the top of the ZA Royale anyway? So all you idiots hope to achieve is helping AZ tidy away the mess he made for everyone? But it is true that you, Reasonable, don't have any real ties to this city. What reason does some outsider like you have to protect Lumios? I've come to love this city. That's good. I'm glad you also have something you wish to fight for, but pales in comparison to my own desire to emerge victorious in this battle. Charizard, one piping hot battle to go. Oh, he's gonna have a Mega Charizard. I'm guessing probably X. Not that I care. Although if it is Y, it's gonna be super easy. My wasted youth. Nothing but burnt ash and ruin. Mega Evolve and burn it all away, Charizard. Yeah, obviously. You certainly did direct your Pokemon with skill, there's no denying it. Yippee! I would have expected a bigger animation for Renkei. I guess they didn't have the budget for that. If only we could leave behind the name of Team Flare, leave behind Lumios itself, and free ourselves from such a heavy burden. But Team Flare and the dreams that Lysander hoped to make real, that world of beauty and that sense of justice still have a hold on us, and they tie us to this place. Lysander may have gone astray. There was true righteousness in his heart, his ideals, the care he showed for all of us. If I threw them aside now, I don't know who I'd be. It seems you're now Lumios' strongest Mega Evolution user. Reasonable? Please take care of Prism Tower in our city. Of course I would. It seems self-serving desires crept in and overshadowed the ideals he holds dear. Though I, of course, am to blame for that. Thank you for helping him to see the error of his ways. Prism Tower appears to be near its breaking point, and unfortunately Zygarde still lacks the last of the cells it needs to use its full strength. When the time comes, I hope you'll be able to protect this city. Or rather, not the city itself, but every living being here in Lumios. Alrighty, we're gonna call it here. So that's gonna be it for this one. I'll see y'all next time, and remember, always make reasonable life choices. Bye bye.